If you don't eat foods high in collagen, you won't gain muscle, especially as you get older, even if you work out 7 days a week and consume 100 grams of protein every day. Eating foods high in protein and going to the gym are the two most important things you can do to gain muscle, according to health experts. However, that is untrue. Collagen is the most important component for muscle growth, not protein. However, the majority of seniors are unaware of this startling fact. You will not gain muscle mass even if you use collagen supplements, since they lack the gelatin found in natural collagen sources. The majority of elderly people also make the error of consuming beef bone broth. However, consuming cow bone broth won't provide adequate collagen for muscular growth because elderly people require at least 1 bowl of bone broth has far less collagen than the minimum 15 g required daily to build muscle. For this reason, I will share with you in this video 2 liquid collagen sources that contain 8 times as much collagen as bone broth. Since it's easier to locate, I'm starting with the second best source first. Next, I'll provide the best one that most people don't know about. If you want to overcome sarcopenia and gain muscle beyond 60, I'll also tell you about 3 things you should never mix with collagen. If you haven't already, subscribe now. Let's get started. The first is fish skin broth. Each cup of fish skin broth has an astounding 12 to 15 grams of collagen. That's almost twice as much as most bone broths provide. For seniors who are struggling with muscle loss, this marine collagen is quite beneficial because it is absorbed 1.5 times more efficiently than other varieties. Collagen helps preserve the connective tissues that hold your muscles together and directly maintains the structure of muscle fibers. However, the majority of seniors are unaware of this. Selenium and omega-3 fatty acids are abundant in fish skin broth. Your muscles' inflammation is decreased by these nutrients, enabling them to become stronger and recuperate from activity more quickly. Your body can really use the protein you eat more efficiently since omega-3 fatty acids help enhance protein production. For 6 months, 120 elderly people with sarcopenia were monitored in a recent Japanese study. People who consumed fish skin soup on a daily basis experienced an 2 pounds of muscle mass on average, while the control group only gained 8 pounds. Researchers dubbed it a natural muscle preservation therapy because of the remarkable results. For more than 2,000 years, fish skin broth has been used in ancient Chinese medicine to treat a condition known as muscle withering sickness. Long before contemporary science confirmed it, traditional healers knew that the collagen found in ocean oceans could give aged bodies new power. It's easy to make fish skin broth. Simmer salmon or cod skins in water with sea salt and ginger for 2 to 3 hours. When the broth cools, it should gel. You can tell it's high in collagen that way. As I will disclose later in this video, there are some items that you should never eat with fish skin broth, but for the best effects on muscle growth, you can match it with your meal. Add it to your scrambled eggs for breakfast. Use it as a foundation for lean chicken and vegetable soup for lunch. Enjoy a warm cup with sweet potatoes and grilled fish for supper. These blends produce delicious daily dishes that enhance your muscle-building outcomes. If you merely consume fish skin broth, you might not be able to grow muscle if you do not also consume this next source of collagen, since this next. You can boost your muscle growth by combining collagen foods with fish skin broth. Chicken feet broth comes in at number 2. Each cup of chicken feet soup contains an astounding 15 to 18 g of collagen. That represents 70% of the protein content overall. Type 1 and Type 2 collagen make up the majority of this collagen, which directly rebuilds muscle, strengthens the cartilage surrounding your joints, and adds fibers. This results in fewer joint discomfort and stronger muscles for elders when they exercise. Surprisingly, chicken feet broth has significant concentrations of glucosamine and chondroitin, which are also present in pricey joint supplements. These nutrients cause muscle loss, inflammation, and hasten the healing process, enabling you to gain muscle more quickly than you ever imagined for your age. For 4 months, 85 elders were monitored in a groundbreaking South Korean study. 3 times a week, those who drank chicken feet soup saw a 28% gain in leg strength and a 45% decrease in muscle discomfort. The researchers came to the conclusion that it was better than conventional protein supplements because of its distinct collagen profile. For more than 3,000 years, chicken feet soup has been recommended by traditional Chinese medicine to strengthen bones. Ancient healers were aware that the strongest substances for constructing muscle were found in the feet. Chicken. Simmer clean feet with onions and herbs for 4 to 6 hours to make chicken foot broth. When the soup cools, it should be thick and gelatinous. The secret is right here. Both marine and land-based collagen are produced when chicken feet broth and fish skin broth are combined. Kinds. Your muscles cannot obtain a comprehensive amino acid profile from a single source. Whereas the collagen from chicken offers long-term structural support, the collagen from fish absorbs rapidly for instant muscle healing. They function as a tag team to help you recover your muscles from the inside out. For breakfast, make a protein-rich custard by whisking 2 beaten eggs into a warm cup of chicken feet soup. All of the collagen is preserved as the eggs are cooked gently by the heat. Use the broth to make your favorite vegetable soup for lunch. Include carrots. For a full dinner, add celery and a handful of spinach. Half an hour before your main entree, have a warm mug of seasoned chicken feet soup for dinner. For overnight muscle healing. This primes your digestive tract and guarantees optimal collagen absorption at the right time. But if you combine these collagen-rich foods with the next 3 items I want to discuss, it would be pointless for your muscles. The latter is quite typical. You must have eaten it this week, I'm positive. They may actually create poison in your body, which is something you do not want. You see, when used properly, chicken feet and fish skin broth are quite effective in building muscle. But some meals can entirely negate their effects or, worse, produce harmful substances that harm your joints and muscles. The majority of seniors are unaware that consuming these typical foods is undermining their own attempts to gain muscle. Foods in addition to their collagen-containing diets. Having examined several nutritional studies, treated thousands of patients with muscle loss, and conferred with top muscle preservation researchers, I have determined the 3 most harmful meal combinations that older adults should absolutely stay away from. White rice is the one item you should never eat with anything high in collagen. One of the items that seniors most frequently mix with their soups and broths is white rice. However, this seemingly innocuous grain is actually undermining your attempts to gain muscle. The glycemic index of white rice is 73, compared to pure sugar, that is higher. Consuming it with soups and broths high in collagen causes a significant rise in blood sugar, prevents your body from absorbing and using collagen proteins to mend muscles. A 2019 study that tracked 200 elderly diabetics for 8 weeks was published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Muscle protein synthesis was 40% lower in individuals who ate high glycemic items, such as white rice, with collagen meals than in those who steer clear of white rice. The researchers discovered that high blood sugar actually prevents muscle cells from absorbing amino acids. The startling thing is that most doctors won't tell you. Advanced glycation end products are produced when white rice is combined with a high mineral content of chicken and fish broths. These harmful substances build up in your muscle tissue, resulting in inflammation and actually hastening the breakdown of your muscles. In essence, you're poisoning the muscles you're attempting to develop. I will always remember caring for Margaret, an 87-year-old patient who came to me in frustration after consuming bone broth every day for 6 months without seeing any improvement. She believed that white rice was wholesome and satisfying, so she was eating a bowl of it with each meal. She reported feeling stronger than she had in years and gaining 2.1 pounds of muscle mass in just 3 weeks after switching from white rice to quinoa. Therefore, if you're committed to protecting your muscles, avoid eating white rice for 2 hours after having a soup high in collagen. It's essential for your muscles and eventual self-sufficiency. Alcohol is the second meal that should not be consumed with these collagen-rich foods, particularly right before bed. Many elderly people like to have a glass of wine with their meal or as a nightcap before bed, believing it to be safe or even helpful. However, combining alcohol with broths high in collagen creates a toxic combination that negates your ability to gain muscle. One glass of wine, or even moderate levels of alcohol, can reduce the synthesis of muscle proteins by as much as 37%. Alcohol disrupts your body's natural processes, capacity to break down collagen's amino acids, effectively converting your collagen soups into a liquid that is useless. It's made worse by the timing. Alcohol consumption close to bedtime interferes with the deep sleep-induced natural muscle healing mechanism. 150 elderly were followed for 12 weeks in a historic study. Individuals who drank alcohol within 4 hours of collagen consumption demonstrated a markedly lower rate of muscle development in comparison to the alcohol-free group. Alcohol inhibits mTOR signaling, the crucial method your muscles employ to absorb and use collagen proteins, the researchers found. This is what's really risky, though. Collagen's high amino acid concentration coupled with alcohol. Aldehydes are poisonous substances produced by broths that build up in muscle tissue and harm cells. When you strive to develop your muscles, you're actually poisoning them. I took care of Robert, an 82-year-old retired construction worker who drank chicken feet broth and his medicinal whiskey every night. His muscular mass continued to decrease even after 4 months of taking premium collagen. After giving up alcohol in the evening, he gained 1.85 pounds of lean muscle, and his grip strength increased by 23% in just 6 weeks. The answer is straightforward. On recuperation days, avoid alcohol for at least 24 hours. Alcohol and collagen broth should never coexist in your body if you're serious about gaining muscle. Wait until you hear the last one if you find these alarming. Bacon is the last item you should never eat with foods high in collagen. Bacon appears to be the ideal accompaniment to a substantial bowl of broth that is high in collagen. Everything tastes better with that salty, smoky flavor. But this processed meat is among the worst things you can add to your broths for growing muscle. Furthermore, the majority of seniors are unaware that they are impeding their own advancement. One bacon strip includes nitrates, phosphates, and additional chemical preservatives in addition to more than 400 milligrams of sodium. Adding this to collagen broths, which are already high in minerals, causes your salt levels to soar, which can lead to harmful water retention and inflammation throughout your body. Your cardiovascular system is severely strained by this inflammation, which also directly disrupts the production of muscle proteins. System. For 10 weeks, 180 seniors with sarcopenia were monitored in a 2020 Harvard Medical School study. In comparison to individuals who ate clean proteins, those who ate processed meats such as bacon with their protein meals displayed 30% less muscle gain and 45% greater inflammatory markers. The investigators discovered that the bacon's nitrates really prevent cells from absorbing amino acids. The concealed threat is right here. Nitrosamines, which are substances associated with muscle deterioration and an elevated risk of cancer, are created when the preservatives in bacon react with the amino acids in collagen broths. Your digestive system is actually producing poisons. Every morning, I would treat Dorothy, who was 85 years old and enjoyed adding crispy bacon bits to her fish skin broth. She consumed collagen religiously for 5 months, but her blood pressure rose dangerously and her joint discomfort got worse. Her inflammation indicators decreased 3 weeks after she switched to basic grilled chicken with herbs. 40%, and she at last began to acquire muscle. Instead, go for basic chicken, turkey, or herb-infused fish. Clean fuel, not processed poison masquerading as breakfast, is what your muscles need. I have a question for you now that you are aware of the 3 harmful foods that are undermining your attempts to gain muscle. With your collagen broths, which of these harmful combos have you been unwittingly consuming? Please let me know by leaving a comment below. I've read them all, and I'm really interested in what you've gone through. If you're determined to get the toned muscles you're due for your age. For you, I've made something unique. Over 50 high-protein, collagen-rich foods are included in my 30-day muscle recovery meal plan to help you get the most out of your muscle building. All of the recipes are particularly created to steer clear of the harmful food pairings that I just disclosed. Additionally, I've added the precise timing techniques to maximize the absorption of collagen. The link to this all-inclusive meal plan can be found in the description below or in my pinned remark. Here's something even more thrilling though. I'm going to share a secret with you tomorrow that will fundamentally alter your perspective on leg strength training. Forget about working out. To strengthen your legs as you sleep, I'm going to teach you 3 places on your legs that you may massage for just 30 seconds before bed, without any exercise at all. This age-old method has been clinically shown to enhance muscular activation by 34%. All I can do is share. I share this material first with my subscribers. Therefore, click the subscribe button right away if you haven't already. The video is something you should not miss tomorrow. I promise you will be shocked by this leg strength secret, which you have never heard of before. I'll see you shortly. Senior Food Blog.